We just raised anchor from Espiritu Santos this morning. We actually thought we were gonna be motoring up to Isla San Francisco, which is about 25 miles away. We're sailing! Woo! Little broad reach running down, we're making 4 knots, so we're just gonna sail the whole way. It's gonna be a great day. Well, we were cruising pretty good, about 4.5, 5 knots. The wind all of a sudden just kind of died. We were down to 1.5 knots. I feel like we are drifting to Catalina Island again, but we are expert drifters. We've had lots of practice. Debating whether or not to turn on the motor. Thinking I might just drift for an hour, see if the wind picks back up. We'll see what happens. Well, I gave up. Sails are down. We're motoring. I drifted for maybe an hour and a half. The wind never came back. I got tired of hearing the sails bang around, so we fired up the motor. We'll be to our destination in 2 hours.
Well, we made it. Not to the anchorage we wanted. We decided to, it was kind of crowded, so we decided to jump over on the other side and check. And there is no one here. Check it out. Find some unknown rocks.
I hope not. We are in 20 feet, 15 feet below our keel. But usually after we anchor and we set it, we sit and watch the depth finder for, 10, 15 minutes, see how we swing, make sure there's nothing down there we're not aware of. And then we shut everything off.
Okay, I'm already relaxed and ready.
Well, I got
ready to relax.
Because if the wind shifts to the north, it's going to be a rough night.
Yep.
It's going to be rolly, rolly, rolly.
Yeah. No wind. Let's barbecue.
Ooh, let's do that. We are definitely from Utah. All the shrimp we've ever had has already come deveined. Well, we have some fresh shrimp, some jumbo shrimp. They look great. But they're not deveined. We're trying to figure it out. Check this out.
Don't show everybody what
She's got her gloves on. She's scared to touch them.
Shut up. I'm peeling shrimp. I know what to do with venison. I could even make my way around a pheasant. Oh, stop.
Give her some sea life and she doesn't know what to do.
Where are these things connected?
The gloves? Yeah, they're sexy, aren't they? She's scared to touch them. So I'm not sure why she's got the gloves on, but it's funny.
Because I'm Dylan.
Well, eventually they will be deveined, cleaned up, and we're gonna barbecue those things up tonight.
Well, I figured it out and I've got the shrimp done. We ended up doing a little bit of lime juice and Cajun seasoning, put it on the barbecue grill and sauteed it in butter because that always makes things better. And then we did some vegetables with it. I've got sweet potato, onion, and so poblano pepper and cauliflower.
I just started hiking up the ridge line trail on Isla San Francisco. So far it's been pretty easy. It's not that steep. It looks steeper than it really is. The views are gorgeous. Nice crescent shaped bay, some sailboats in it, beautiful mountains in the background. It's the Gulf of California sitting here. It's a pretty cool place. We made it to the little razorback section. It's not too intimidating. It's maybe 5 feet wide up here. It's not too bad. A little bit of scrambling here at the top. Reminds me of the high Uintas a little bit. The rock's a little different color, but there's some ridge lines, some big boulders, all that with an amazing view. Check that out. Look back there.
This hike is beautiful. There's so many different trails you can take. Super easy. Some of them are a little bit steep, so you can kind of rush up them a little bit, get your heart rate going, which is nice. We both lost, I don't know, 10 pounds or so when we first moved on the boat. I think a lot of it was because we just weren't snacking. Our activity level from what we used to do to what it is now is so vastly different. Unless we're actually sailing or packing provisions and walking somewhere, most of the time we're sitting. It's like an office job. We're just sitting all day long. We try working out on the boat. Sam likes that. I can do it if it's calm. If we're in a little rolly anchorage, forget it. I get sick. It's stupid. Trying to find balance. That's the whole reason we're out here, I think. To explore, find new horizons, do something different and fun. But yeah, finding balance in life, not working until we die. Here's to another day.
We are leaving Isla San Francisco, heading around its southern point up to San Jose Island to check out these salt flat structures. There's supposed to be some old cars and some equipment, some machinery there. It's a little bit bumpy. There's probably 15 knots out here. We're charging right into it right now until we get around this point. After consulting with the weather again, we've kind of changed our mind about the salt flats. We're gonna have south winds till tomorrow afternoon. And that entire anchorage is exposed to the southern winds, and we would really like a good night's sleep. So we're heading across the San Jose Channel to a place called Punta Cabeza Machuda.
Cabeza de Machuda.
Cabeza Machuda, something like that. I don't know, something about a head, long hair, I don't really know.
Head of long hair.
And my water just spilled. Been a really good sail. We saw a whale probably 20 feet off our starboard side. I think he was a gray whale. We're not really sure. He was really light in color. Definitely different whales than what we saw out on the Pacific. And we have seen at least 40 or 50 rays, these big rays with white bellies. We think they're manta rays of some sort, just jumping out of the water, doing backflips. It's like SeaWorld around here. We've only got a couple miles to go, and hopefully we can tuck behind this point and get out of the swell for the day, get some sleep. Tomorrow afternoon, the wind is supposed to wrap around back to the northwest, and when it does, we'll head up to those salt flats with that old abandoned machinery and stuff, because that whole anchorage is protected from the north. So that's the new plan. The life of a sailor changed within an hour. So our intelligent plan to get a good night's sleep last night and get out of the rolly stuff pretty much backfired. The westerly winds never appeared. The waves kept coming out of the southeast, and we rock and rolled all night long. Like, we didn't sleep at all. We just sailed off our anchor, no motor required. We've been practicing sailing off our anchor, trying to become better sailors, and we are on our way to these salt flats. Hopefully that anchorage is a little more calm and we can finally get some sleep.
What a glorious morning on San Jose Island. Are you ready to put your toys away so we can go explore?
I like my toys.
Come on. We're burning daylight.
Just letting it get hotter so we sweat a little bit.
Oh God, we're gonna dehydrate ourselves before noon. We anchored in Punta Salinas a couple days ago and weathered out the wind last night. So today we get to go in and explore. There's absolutely no wind, so that means we are swatting bees and bobos until we go mad. We're probably gonna see a lot of that slapping at them because we're gonna go explore some salt flats and some old ruins across the way of the old salt mining operation that was here a long time ago. So through the desert we go.
And you guys know us, we like old abandoned structures and rundown equipment, so we're gonna go check this place out.
Carefully watching our step, we made our way through the cacti to the abandoned salt farm. It was abandoned in the late 1900s as bigger corporations moved in and began farming and distributing on a larger scale. Since then, the buildings and equipment lay scattered along the area, left to rest in the salt air and the hot desert sun. The crumbling walls give you a glimpse of the architecture of the time. It isn't hard to wonder what it was like to work here. Walking out to the salt ponds and seeing the shapes of salt left behind after evaporation was pretty neat, and the reflections of the cacti-covered mountains in the ponds was breathtaking. We spent extra time looking deeper into the ponds, watching the tiny shrimp, crabs, and insects swim around in the mirror-like water. And of course, the tiny birds eating all of the tiny creatures.
View is amazing. Check this out. This right here, this is the new lighthouse they have built. Keep mariners safe away from this point. This side is where the salt ponds. That old abandoned structure were over here. San Jose Island, Baja California, sir. Pretty cool place. It's really not a bad way to spend an evening. Weather's calmed down, got our chores done for the day, had some food, and now we're enjoying this beautiful sunset. Wish you guys were here to watch it. Hopefully you're watching one somewhere.